How Iron Mike Tyson beat a psychopath in the ring and drove him to real madness.
Stop it! Don't you fucking do this! Don't you disgrace yourself!
Он подвел всех. Самое позорное, что может случиться с боксером, это отказ от боя.
Really unravel and resort to roughhouse tactics under pressure.
On October 20th, 2000, Michigan hosted one of the most scandalous fights in boxing history, when two real psychopaths met in the ring. In one corner of the ring, there was an unbridled Iron Mike, and in another, a crazy Pole named Andrew Golota. This event promised to bring the fireworks of the spectacles to the world of sports, but as a result, it ended in a scandal, which they still talk about today. Before the ill-fated fight, Iron Mike was not experiencing the best part of his career. From that young phenomenon who patiently dug his way to the championship belt, there was no trace left. Prison, drugs, street fights, bitten off body parts, Tyson managed to acquire a reputation as an unbalanced athlete. But the Brooklyn fighter did not become less popular from this. On the contrary, the public liked to watch this beast in the ring. But at the same time, there was another boxer who could easily compete with Tyson in madness, and his name was Andrew Golota. Andrew Golota was a boxer who, despite having all the qualities of a future champion, was weak in one tiny aspect, which is the mental, and that never once led him to do crazy things in the ring.
Low blows, and down goes Bo again.
Yeah, this
Just hammering it. That was another low blow. Down goes Bo. And now there's a fight in the ring that's been started by some of Bo's handlers who went after Lou Duga, and somebody's going to get hurt in there.
But as with Iron Mike, crazy behavior made Golota even more popular in the eyes of fans. And when it became known that the Polish boxer would hold his next fight with Mike Tyson, the fans were insanely happy as they perfectly understood that this fight would give them many surprises. The press conference was held a month before the battle. It was supposed to be attended by both boxers at the same time, but Iron Mike was very late. So the beginning of the conference was led by Golota. Andrew said that he is in the best shape of all time, and also made the following joke.
Somebody said maybe I'm dirty, but it's not the truth, you know. It's the truth, and I'm taking a shower like 3 times a day, you know, so.
The former, absolute world champion, appeared in the hall 3 hours later after the poll and gave an unforgettable performance.
I want to try the best out. I don't care if I want. I want to try. I want to try and really see how good I am. I want to try the best. Bring Lennox Lewis. You know, I just really want to try. I want to try right now. I feel good. If I lose, I lose. I just want to. If I did fail, which I doubt, I just want to see. I just want to see how I match with these guys. Because they're great. I have to respect it. They're great. And I'm never on my game when I'm really fighting. Because I went through my little thing. But we're not going to use that for excuse. But I feel good now with Tommy and Jay. I feel confidence with them. And I just, come on. Just bring it on. On up and up. Let's bring it on. I'm not afraid of nobody or anything. But Allah. You know what I mean? And I know I got my issues. I'm belligerent. I'm sometimes vicious and violent. But that's just because of what happened. Yo, anybody, look at my life. Look at me. I've been embarrassed, humiliation, degradation, and any other TYSON you can name that's negative, right? But listen, and you're going to ask me why I'm angry, why I'm like this, and all of a sudden I look back in retrospect and say, oh, man, I've been devastated.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And finally, on October 20th, 2000, the duel of the two psychopaths took place.
keep his composure under pressure. Here we go.
Tyson actively started the fight, trying to get Golota with his left. The Pole withstood the onslaught and worked well with a jab. Andrew acted cautiously and did the right thing. However, in the final 30 seconds of the first round, Mike inflated the pace and dropped Golota with a right overhand.
Вот вам подтверждение.
From the outside, the knockdown did not seem heavy. The Pole fell to the floor, but at the same time first touched it with his hands. As soon as he got up, round was over. During the break, it became noticeable that under Golota's left eye section was formed, not because of the overhand, but because Tyson headbutted him. Probably not on purpose. During the break, the Pole suddenly asked the corners to stop the fight. Tyson also won the second round. He looked better, hitting the opponent several times, but Golota was not bad. He definitely did not look doomed. It seemed as if the pole was saving strength, since Tyson after the sixth round is no longer as dangerous as before.
А Голота, вместо того, чтобы... Хотя у него есть все шансы выиграть этот бой. Все шансы. Но опытному глазу видно, что и Тайсон снижает обороты. Голоте бы продержаться и...
Nevertheless, at halftime, Andrew repeated, "Stop the fight."
Shut up! Don't talk like that! Don't talk like that! Stop it! Come on, you fuck you! You're gonna fight and you're gonna win this fight! You're gonna win this fight! You ain't quitting! You're gonna win this fight! Cut it out! Stop it, Andre! Now pull his people out there! Andre, the fuck is the matter with you? Come on! Stop it, Andre, please! Come on! Stay there! Stop it, Andre! Stop it!
Golota, oblivious to his trainer, rose from his chair and headed to the center of the ring. The referee of that bout told him, "The minute break is not over. Go to your corner." Golota answered him, "I've had enough," and pushed him. Then an angry Serto, Golota's coach, tried to put a mouthpiece pole in his mouth, but the boxer clenched his teeth. Tyson at this time, with an evil face, tried to break through to the opponent, or pretended that he wanted to do it. He was restrained by a guy from his team. Golota went back and forth for a while and then left the ring. While he was going to the locker room, every garbage flew into him from the stands. In the end, someone hit the pole with red soda. She spilled over Andrew's chest like he was bleeding to death.
Потом целые тонны всяческих продуктов выгребли с этой арены. Понадобилось человек 100 со швабрами, чтобы все это собрать.
After the fight, Golota found the strength to do a little interview. He spoke inaudibly and stuttered a lot. In general, he did not look well, although during the fight he seemed quite healthy.
A referee didn't respond pretty much well as he's supposed to.
But you're a warrior, Andrew. You're a fighter.
Him.
But you're a fighter that the crowd pays.
I got dizziness in my head. That's it.
What made you dizzy? Was it that first knockdown? What about the knockdown? Did you really recover from that knockdown at the end of the first round?
Actually, I was just sleep. You know, I hasn't been hit very well. You know, just I was sleep. I was sleep on the down, and that's it. I stood up.
What do you say to the people who are driving home now, the people who spent the $49.95 for the pay-per-view, the people who were rooting for you, your fans, and boxing fans all over the world, at this great and grave disappointment to the sport?
Listen, boxing is a very, very difficult sport, you know. And I'm sorry for all my fans, you know, who count on me, you know. I just did not have my day today.
Andrew, do you want to fight again? Do you want to continue with the sport you've been in since a very young man, since a young teenager?
I have to give myself very, very heavy thought, you know, about it. So I don't know. I have a reputation as a dairy fighter, you know, and this particular reason, you know, somebody headbutt me, you know, and just, you know, and nobody took care of this, you know. He didn't have hard warning, you know.
All right,
Tons of criticism spilled over Golota. Alcerdo called him a sissy. And the trainer of the pole, a tailor by profession, said this: "I sew men's costumes, and now I will have to sew dresses as well." But Jay Larkin, who was responsible for boxing broadcasts on Showtime, spoke out the hardest. "In my 15 years in boxing, I've never seen a more egregious act of cowardice." He insulted boxing fans. He should be permanently stripped of his boxing license everywhere on this planet, and you'll never see his fights on Showtime again. The fight took place on Friday, and on Saturday, Golota was taken to hospital where it turned out that Polish boxer, in a fight with Tyson, received a concussion, a fracture of his left cheekbone, and also earned an intervertebral hernia. He spent a little more than a day in the hospital. There's no doubt he suffered a concussion from a head knock, neurosurgeon Wesley Yapor told ESPN at the time. If he missed another serious blow to the head, he could be paralyzed. There's no way I would have released him for the second round. Later, the pole coach, after hearing about his student's injuries, publicly apologized to him. After the Andrew Golota fight with Mike Tyson on Friday, October 20th, I made several comments criticizing my fighter for his decision not to go to the third round. I didn't know at that point how seriously injured Andrew was. Now I am already aware that he received several injuries at once. Obviously, the health of the boxer is much more important than the continuation of the fight. I apologize, said the coach. In 2014, Golota gave a large interview where he revealed his truth about the incident. Andrew explained why he refused to fight. According to him, the problem was not poor health, but injustice. The referee before the fight told me not to do stupid things, nothing dirty and so on. And then the guy comes to me, hits with his head, puts a section above the eye, and the judge doesn't react to it in any way. Sees it, but doesn't react. It infuriated me. It wasn't fair. My corner didn't notice it, and I got even more angry. During the break, my coach had to argue with the referee, explain to him what kind of shit he was doing. I didn't have the right to do that. Alcerto did. So why did I need him if he doesn't? What am I paying him for? I think Tyson did it on purpose. The WBC rules state that he had to be warned for such actions to take a point off him. When in the first round in the heavyweight division you have a broken eye and you fight a puncher, it is very difficult to hold out until the end. This explanation was very strange. Thousands of boxers faced poor refereeing, but only a few stopped the fight because of this. The referee of the fight between Golota and Tyson Frank Garza told reporters that he did not see a header from Mike. And if you watch the video of the battle, it is not easy to understand at what moment the American dissected the Pole's eyebrow. However, Tyson was awarded a victory by technical knockout in the third round. But then the fight was declared invalid, as traces of marijuana were found in Mike's urine. He was disqualified for 3 months and fined with $5,000. Then, Tyson had 5 more fights, 3 of which he lost. In 2005, he ended his professional career. Golota returned to the ring in August 2003. The Pole fought 3 times for the belt, first IBF, then WBA, then WBO, but unfortunately lost in all 3, and then ended his career.